Customer states, I need CV axles. Upon further inspection, the CV axles are not broken. Mechanic states, this bitch is fucked up.
2015 Kia Soul, red oil lights on, check engine lights on, the customer can't get it above 50 miles an hour. So I was like, I'm going to drain the oil and find out how much is in there, because there was none on the stick. There was that much. This is it. This is the entire contents of the engine.
Alright, so this guy claims that he was just pulling off the freeway, didn't make any noise, nothing, and just shut off and wouldn't do anything. Well, got the motor out, decided to go ahead and pull the cylinder head off under question after seeing the spark plug, because I want to make sure that the block is good for a good core, or else I'm going to charge the customer a core charge. So what we got? Oh yeah, carbon, whatever, pretty hot. She got hot. Huh? Okay, it's nasty stuff. Bro, there's... Where'd it go?
You don't need that. Don't worry
It's
about
gone!
it. That little guy? Don't worry about that.
Customer states check engine light is on. They think it's misfiring. That's always a great start. Go away. Yeah. Fucking minty. The seal isn't even intact anymore. Look at that. You know where these filters belong, ladies and gentlemen? You guessed it.
Alright guys, I'm back at it again. It's time for another episode of Waste of Time Wednesday. I think this one's going to be Service Advisor Edition because they're doing a lot of fuck-ups and we're going to get them. Usually it's the customer, but not this time. I don't think so, at least. Customer states that he left his car in drive, he shut it off and left, came back, and the battery is obviously dead. So he tried to jump start it, but it won't start. So what does the advisor do? He writes it up for the main shop. He knows we're backed up. He makes this poor guy wait 2 days when he could have just sent it to Quick Lane because they deal with batteries. So I got my jump box on it. Let's see if it starts. Oh, well, look at that. I'm not surprised. It was a battery. That's a Service Advisor fuck up.
Customer states noise from brakes. Aftermarket brakes stuck in the brake caliper bracket.
See what happens if you don't check fluids on your vehicles? Then if you go into water, it turns into this good old-fashioned rotten milkshake looking shit. And then it just fucks everything up. It's awesome.
Customer just dropped off this 2003 Ford Explorer, and I'm going to give you 3 guesses as to what's wrong with it, and the first 2 don't count. That's right, transmission issues. We're going to see if we can diagnose this vehicle. It's already had 1 replacement transmission put in it. Another shop deemed that transmission bad, so they put another remanufactured transmission in it, and it's still having the same issues. So, we're going to see what we can do with this 2003 Ford Explorer. Okay, so we have the transmission in reverse. And now she's trying to move. After a couple of blips of the throttle, she wants to move. Does the same thing in drive. Acts as if it's low on fluid. However, it is not. So, that means we're going to have to do some digging. Stay tuned for part 2.
Want to hear something special that I literally just found out about a couple minutes ago? So a customer called here at O'Reilly's. It's a commercial customer. And it's really rare that we get calls from commercial customers asking questions because most people know what the heck they're doing. And so does this group. They're actually very reputable around here. But they called because they have a 2014 Dodge Journey. And they've never worked on one before. And they need to replace the battery on it. Guess where the battery is located on this piece of shit? It is located in the wheel well behind a splash panel and is inaccessible anywhere else. You have to remove the wheel, you have to remove the splash panel, and you have to fucking remove all the bolts to get to this freaking battery. It is the dumbest thing since BMW decided that they're going to lock their battery behind a trunk that is only powered by the battery. It is so stupid. Oh my god. They could not believe it when I told them this. Holy shit.
Happy Monday, and welcome to Customer States. Customer states, I need my $9.95 oil change and free inspection. Hey, you know you're 1,000 miles over on your oil change?
Yeah.
Oh no! Hey, are we gonna do that pinion seal? We can get it done for like $400.
I'm worried about this flat tire that she had.
It's not flat. It's
How
only.
about this brake light bulb that's out?
It's nothing. How about that pinion seal?
Nope. I'm getting a new front.
Oh, you know somebody can do it cheaper?
Yep.
Fucking bullshit. Y'all see what kind of customers I gotta deal with? Tell ya, this is why I gotta eat ramen for lunch, like 6 days a week. Be a technician, they said. It'll be fun. We're just gonna go ahead, spray that on off, and send her down the road. It'll be fine.
Customer states that they were told one of their brake pads is missing. Mechanic finds that all 8 brake pads are there. Mechanic states, whatever you're smoking, I want some.
Okay, that's not supposed to.
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it. What is up, guys? I'm back with another one. It's a beautiful Wednesday. Happy hump day. I'm back with another episode of Waste of Time Wednesday. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this is a AutoZone edition. So on this one, customer states that they have an intermittent no crank, no start, and then when it finally does start, they get a lot of warning messages like service ABS, service brakes, service traction control. See what happens when we try to start it. Nothing, dead key. All right, there it is, traction control off, shift to park. So we're under the hood. The first thing I always do is check battery terminals, right? Especially if someone else replaced the battery. Then I check these too. Not loose, not loose, not loose, not loose. But we get to this one. Ooh, that's loose. Wow, this customer is lucky that they even made it this far, because this arcing will pop this whole fuse block here. Okay, everything was tightened down. Let's see if it starts now. Oh man, I know what you guys are thinking. You're like, that's not a waste of time, you get paid for it. True, but it's not a waste of time for me. It's a waste of time for the customer, because they went and got their battery replaced and now they're here. Let me throw this question out there. When did we start letting AutoZone cashiers replace our batteries? Is there like an extensive training program they have to go through for that? Is there like a course you have to complete before you get hired by AutoZone? That's like me going to McDonald's and going to the cashier and be like, hey guy there, come change my battery. Anyway, I'm out of here. Next.
Customer states, my chain broke and I started leaking coolant. Is my engine case cracked?
We're obviously gonna need this cover. We're gonna need this slaves on the free clutch out there. Gotta get a water pump. There's this cover right here. I can replace that. Your engine case is gonna be okay, man.
Welcome back to Customer States. This time we have a Ford. Customer states, wheels suddenly locked up on the highway. Upon further inspection, there was smoke. Well, I don't know if you can see the rotors. They look pretty fine. The pads, they would look fine as well. Until we get over to this guy. Uh-oh, she no go. Upon further inspection, same deal. Rotors, pads, but 3, 2, 1. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. We have ourselves a frag grenade, and somebody pulled the pin. So hopefully you do pay attention when there is smoke and there is noise, because unless you're in Illinois, it might be something way worse. This is Hot Rod Jack saying cook 'em, hook 'em, and book 'em, and see you on the next adventure. And hopefully not on the back of a flatbed.
So here's the exact reason why mechanics hate it when you tell them you went and bought one of those AC cans from the auto parts store to try and fix it yourself. When I was originally running it, this is spiking over 250 psi before it's shutting off. It should only be running about 180, 200. 1.69 pounds. We're about to go over 2 pounds. The guy said he literally kept putting cans in until it wouldn't take any more. That's not how those fucking things work, ladies and gentlemen. 2.3 pounds.
If you have a 3.5 EcoBoost that rattles at first startup, this is probably your issue. VCTs on every vehicle. You just brake and then it moves independently.
Customer states there's a hiss coming from under my hood. Ow! Fixed it.
Customer states clunky noise in the rear. 12 Mercedes-Benz ML350. So let me just show you the driver's side spring first. Okay? And the passenger side spring. Here, let me show you from the back. Okay? It's supposed to be like this. Not like that. There's part of it up there. Honestly, I'm just impressed. The one on the driver's side is actually broken too. It just hasn't completely separated yet. Here's another view from the wheel side. Honestly, that's just impressive because it broke not one place, but two places? I don't know. When I yank it out of here, I'm going to see how many pieces this thing is in. I think it's in 3 separate pieces. That is honestly just impressive.
We got a 2019 Ford Flex with 50K on it. Customer states they hit road debris and it started leaking fuel. There was actually a fire call on this one too, because we had to go wash the fuel down that spilled. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good hole in the tank. Muffler's a little worse for wear. So are those fuel lines. And oh shit. I don't think that's gonna buff out, guy. Flex pipe took it off it too. Oil pan's okay, amazingly. Yeah, I think she's totaled. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Floor's pushed in. Right next to the seat mount too. I don't think she's surviving this one. They're not even from this state either, so that sucks.
Well, one thing I learned from customer service, customer is always right. And you, being the viewer, you are the customer. So I should probably pack up my tools and wheel that box on out the door. And if you think the winter air exchange was bad in the tires, you should probably go back to my page and scroll down a little bit there. See what I did with the oil pan a few weeks ago. Or maybe, just maybe, you should go to your local mechanic, you know, the one that you trust, and ask him if winter air is actually a thing. And just to be clear, that customer didn't get charged anything because air is free. It's kind of a weird concept there. But you do you, boo-boo. And I'm going to get back into work and do me. All right. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye.
Look at all that fucking trash. What's up, guys? We're back to day 4 on this Mack LR613 that was running rough. Let me show you what I'm doing right now. I'm currently reinstalling the fuel filter base and all the fuel lines from flushing everything out and cleaning all the crap off of that filter base so that when I go back together with everything, I don't risk putting any trash back into the fuel system. Another important thing to remember when doing this is always replace your fuel filter seals on the banjo fittings. And you also want to make sure you clean all of your banjo fittings up. You want to verify the operation of your pressure relief valve. And you always want to blow out all of your fuel lines. I've got new seals here, here, and here. The thing I like to do is I will blow the bottom ECM out because it runs around back to the supply of the fuel tank. Stay dirty.